This week on Wildcat News, we attend the Miss West Johnston Pageant.
We learn more about the Reality of Money event.
And we have students attempt popular tongue twisters.
All these stories and more coming up because Wildcat News starts now.
Good morning, West Johnston. I'm Miranda Bean.
And I'm Caroline Carlson. Last Saturday, the community gathered for the Miss West Johnston Pageant. Mason Butcher reports.
The annual Miss West Johnston Pageant was held last Friday. Sophomore Abby Stevens was crowned and is excited about all the new opportunities she has been provided with.
It feels so amazing to win. This is like extraordinary to me, and I really didn't think I was going to win, but I just want to say thank you to all the girls that were in it and to Allie and Miss Kemp. They really mean the world to me, and I hope to stay in touch with them.
Former Miss West Johnston Allie Fuquay has advice for the new Miss West Johnston.
Be humble and always stay a leader and do your own things. Like, don't copy everybody else and just do your own thing and be humble.
Stevens has always dreamed of winning.
When I was little, I actually did do pageants a lot, and I won a few of them, and then I kind of got out of it to do music again, and then when I found out there was a Miss West Johnston, I was super inspired, and I really wanted to do it last year, but then I ended up waiting to do it this year, and I think it all worked out.
Fuquay was satisfied with the outcome of the pageant.
It was so surreal. Like, having the opportunity to just become a leader has been so amazing, and I'm so grateful.
Stevens has aspirations now that she is Miss West Johnston.
Knowing that I am representing such an amazing school and knowing that the platform that I have will really inspire others to the best that I can.
I'm Mason Butcher, Wildcat News.
Thanks, Mason. Last week, students learned more about living in the real world. Landry Connors reports.
Last Friday, students gathered in the auxiliary gym to participate in the Reality of Money simulation. Students received a level of education, career, and family status and had to take on the financial responsibilities of a working adult. Reality of Money coordinator Elizabeth Fair describes what the simulation entails.
There's bills to pay, and there's a certain amount of money that they have to work with. So even though it's a budgeting exercise within the event, they get the reality of how much child care is, how much groceries cost each month for the family depending upon the actual profile that they receive. And then we even try to incorporate stuff happens. So kid breaks a neighbor's window, you got to come out of pocket and pay for those events, and so we try to incorporate that as well.
Sophomore Jenna Long explains the hardships of the profile she received.
I had a 2-year-old and I was married and I was a travel agent, so I had to pay for child care, which was really expensive, even just to have your neighbor watch, and then I also had to buy 2 cars so that me and my husband could get to work.
Long and Fair believe now is the time for high school students to start thinking about a financial future.
I think it's really important for us to kind of understand that after high school we're kind of just out in the world, and that money is a huge part of life, and that if you can't pay your bills, then you're in really big trouble.
The personal and financial choices that they make now are going to impact the options that they have when they become 25 years old. So we feel it's vitally important that they understand the concept of good credit versus bad credit now, and understand that living below their means is going to afford them more financial opportunities when they become adults in the community.
The simulation gave Long more of an appreciation for working adults.
I had $58 left. And what can you buy with $58? Not a whole lot. And the fact that my dad, being single, takes care of me and my cat and does all that, that's crazy to me.
I'm Landry Connors, Wildcat News.
Thanks, Landry. What are you doing to prepare for life after high school? Allison Wade reports.
What do you want to be when you grow up? Job shadowing is an opportunity for students to put themselves in other people's shoes and learn about their jobs. Sophomore Brianna Busigo-Pilati gave a speech to the Chamber of Commerce about her experience.
I was super nervous, but it was kind of awesome. It was cool to meet these people that play a role in our community, and I felt like I was, important talking to them.
Guidance counselor Renee Keith attended the event.
I was so proud, not only as a guidance counselor, but just being a part of the West Johnston family. I was so proud. I felt like a mama moment. I literally teared up when the students were talking. So I felt really proud of them and our staff, for putting it all together for them.
Busigo Pilati talks about her experience.
I got to job shadow on three different occasions. I got to job shadow Judge Jones in the Smithfield Courthouse, a civil rights lawyer, Gregory Moss, and Anita Earl was the Supreme Court Justice for North Carolina. And each one, it was amazing. I got to strengthen and cemented the ideals of what I want to do in my career.
Keith says that job shadowing wouldn't be possible at the school if it weren't for the hardworking staff.
Not every school is going to have a career coordinator that is going to, pick up the phone and call judges, or owners of play. Because you're asking a lot of these people, hey, you're busy, but can we send a kid in to, and you've got to spend all day explaining to them what you're doing instead of just rushing to get your stuff done. So we're asking a lot of our community members. So I first just want to give a huge respect to Miss Burns, because it's connecting you guys to the correct careers is so important to her.
Busigo Pilati says that it's better to find a career path now instead of later.
Now is the time where you can go and see what these careers are like before you spend all this time in college wasting money, or not wasting. You spend all this time in college, and that's time of your life that you're missing if you end up not liking your career. So if you go now and you figure out, hey, this is something I like, or maybe not. Now is the time to figure that out.
I'm Allison Wade, Wildcat News.
Thanks, Allison. Now let's head over to Grayson Betts with the rundown.
I'm Grayson Betts and welcome to the rundown. Here's the last week's scores. Last Wednesday, tennis won 9-0 against Triple S. Friday, varsity baseball won 8-0 against Triple S, and Saturday, varsity baseball lost 16-2 against D.H. Connolly. Now for the game of the week.
Last Friday, varsity baseball hosted the Smithfield Selma Spartans. Landon Evans fields a ground ball and throws the runner out at first. Scott Carroll hits a single up the middle.
Babe.
Tim Heflin hits an RBI to bring Scott Carroll home. The Wildcats won 8-0.
Tonight, tennis and soccer are home. Tomorrow, golf, track, and soccer are home. Friday, baseball is away. Monday, tennis is home and soccer is away. And Tuesday, golf, softball, and baseball are away. Come out and support your spring athletes. I'm Grayson Betts, and that's your week's rundown.
Thanks, Grayson. Can you say Peter Piper picked a peck of pickled peppers?
Can you say a tongue twister?
Yeah. Sally sells seashells by the seashore.
Sally sells seashells at the seashore.
How much wood could a woodchuck chuck if a woodchuck could chuck wood?
Can you say Irish wristwatch? Yeah. Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch. Irish wristwatch.
Irish wristwatch, Irish wristwatch, Irish wristwatch, Irish wristwatch.
Can you say he threw 3 free throws 5 times fast?
He threw he threw 3 free throws. He threw 3 I can't say it. He threw 3 free throws. He threw 3 free throws. He threw 3.
Well, that's all for us this week. If you have any comments, questions, or story leads, email us at wjstudentmedia@gmail.com or send us a tweet at wjstudentmedia.
And if you want to watch Wildcat News at home, on the go, or catch up on past episodes, go to wjstudentmedia.com or subscribe to our YouTube channel. I'm Carolyn Carlson.
And I'm Miranda Bean. Thanks for watching and have a great week.